Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday Warrior episode number 2. I'm really excited about today's guest that I have. She is an absolute superstar and I think the biggest example of what a little warrior should be. So I would love to introduce you guys all to the beautiful Amarli. Hi Amarli.
Hey.
So Amarli is just 7 years old and she is currently in hospital, and I thought what better way than to have a chat with her about what is happening so we can learn a little bit more from Amarli about her cystic fibrosis. So I'm going to go through a couple of questions with Amarli. So we are going to start at the top. So Amarli, tell me, you are 7 years old? Yeah. And what year are you in at school?
I'm in year 2.
Year 2. And when you go to school, do you take crayon?
Yes, so I go to the office to have my crayon at recess and lunch.
Okay. Oh, that's good. And do you have your friends at school help you? Do they know what you need to do?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And how many crayons do you take when you have food?
So I would sometimes take 3, 2 or 4.
Mm-hmm. And do you have to have water, or can you swallow them without water?
I normally use some water.
Help get them down your throat, hey? Now tell me, I just said to everyone you're in hospital, which I can see from the background you're at home at the minute. So let's rewind a couple of weeks and tell me, did you know that you were going to go into hospital?
No, actually I didn't.
You didn't. So why did you have to go into hospital? What happened? Tell me. Explain to me.
So I had a sputum, and then so Michael, my doctor, my physio, he tested it, and then I have got the pseudomonas.
Okay. So you're having to have IV antibiotics to help with the chest infection as well? A little bit? Yeah. And how long have you been on antibiotics for?
A week and a half.
A week and a half. So you started off in hospital and now you're at home. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, the day you got admitted into hospital, talk me through it. Tell me, what did they do?
Okay, so they told Mum, and then so I had a phone call from the hospital that I had pseudomonas. And then when I went into hospital, I had my PICC line in.
Yes, show me your PICC line, because I don't think a lot of people are familiar with PICC lines. So that is a big needle, very big. And I did ask you this before, but it didn't hurt, you said, because you were put to sleep for it.
Yes, I was put to sleep, so.
Okay. And how do you feel about that when you have to have a PICC line put in?
Nervous.
Nervous? Does it worry you that you're going to knock it when it's in?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. So you've got that in every day at the moment.
Yes.
And how often are you having your medicine through there?
So a nurse will come every morning, and then they will change my thing that's in here. So they're going to. So every morning I have a nurse come and they change this thing. So it's sort of like a little balloon, and then so that's all the medication. Then it goes through a tube into my arm, and then it goes into my heart.
Well, and you don't feel it going in, do you?
No, actually.
Can you taste it? Do you feel like you taste it sometimes?
When they flush it down, it feels very cold.
Yeah, I remember how that feels. Oh my goodness, you're very brave. And so tell me, how do you think the medicine makes you feel? Does it make you feel any different at the moment?
A little bit, not too much.
What can you explain to me or tell me what it does to you that makes you feel different? How does it make you feel?
Well, it doesn't really make me feel any different. Just a bit tired and stuff. So.
Yeah. Do you sleep okay with it in?
Yes, actually. So I have to sleep with this bag on, and then I don't really feel anything when I sleep with that.
Oh, that's good. Now, I know just because I was having a look at a few things that you've been going through. Now, I understand you had quite a lot of blood tests and things done.
Yes,
Tell me about.
I had 11 blood tests, and in one day I have a blood test, and so in an hour a nurse will come and they will give me a blood test. So I got my thing taken off this arm.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had 2 blood tests the other day, but at the hospital I had 11 blood tests. So every hour or 10 minutes I had to have a blood test.
Oh my goodness. Did it hurt?
Yes. When they flush it down, it goes.
Yeah. That, so safe to say you've had quite a lot of needles this last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yes. And tell me another thing. So are you doing physio?
Yes. So I have physio 3 times a day.
Okay.
And so when I go to school, I have Gary or Michael come to school. So tomorrow I'm going to have Tori coming to the school. So lots of people.
Now tell me, for those people that are watching, what sort of physio do you do? Because I think what you do is a little bit different to what I do. So what do you do?
Yes, so I have a blue mask, and then I do it has like a neb on it. So it's sort of like a white plastic neb, and then the thing that goes onto my puffer is basically just so I have this puffer here, and then I have these bits here. So this is like the neb, and then I have it put. So say I'm just going to have it like this, and then so I would put this one in, just like that, and then it would be a bit easy if you join the 2 holes together, because then it's a bit easier to get off. And then once you do that, and then you would put this one in here, and then you would have this one on top. Then you just have to breathe in and out.
My goodness. And how long does that take you?
Almost 15 minutes, sort of.
Yeah. And does it make
But
you?
I just have to, a little bit.
A little bit.
So when I put it on my face, so I just have to breathe in and out, in and out. So it's very easy, actually.
Well, that's good. And you do that 3 times a day?
3 times a day.
Oh my goodness. Is that when you're not having hospital treatment as well?
2 times.
Okay. So when you have your needle in, you have it 3 times, and when you don't have your needle in, you have it 2 times.
Yes.
Okay. Very interesting. And tell me, so how much longer do you think you've got your needle in for?
Probably another week till next Monday.
Okay.
So.
And are you glad you can go to school at the same time?
Yes, I am.
So
yes, it was my first day at so today was my first day at hospitals, school. So very. It was good to see my friends though, because Willow, Jessie, Charlie, they were definitely missing me. And then Willow was like, "Oh my gosh, Amarli's back!" And then she's so excited.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, very fun.
And what do you tell your friends when they ask you about what's happening? Well, how do you explain it to them?
Well, someone would ask, "What does it do in your arm?" And so I would probably say, I have a medicine in my bag, and I have a tube that goes into my arm, into my heart, and then I would say that it's very important that I don't take the bag off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And when you haven't got your needle in, do you cough a lot having CF? Do you find you cough a little bit more than your friends do?
Yeah, because when I do my physio, I have a bit of a dry cough. So.
Yeah. And do your friends know? If someone said to you, if I said to you, Amarli, can you tell me what cystic fibrosis means? What would you say? How would you answer that?
So I would say it's a type of condition where I have special needs and I have a lung infection.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah.
So tell me what annoys you about having CF.
Well, it sort of annoys me that I have to have physio every day and stuff. So. And all of my tablets. So.
Lots of tablets, hey? Lots and lots. So tell me, when we're not talking about CF, what do you do for fun? What do you enjoy doing?
Well, I enjoy doing dancing and playing with Lola, so it's very fun sometimes.
Lola.
And having play dates with my friends.
Oh, very important, isn't it? And what's your favourite food? I always love to know what other CF people love to eat. What do you love to eat?
I like to eat apples.
Apples, that's very healthy. I like chocolate. I love chocolate. I could eat a whole block of it.
Oh, chocolate's real nice.
That's pretty good, isn't it? And tell me one more thing. When you grow up, what do you want to be?
I want to be a makeup artist.
A makeup artist? Oh, you can come and practice on me. The mask. You probably can't actually, because we're actually never allowed to meet, are we, in person? Really, unless we're from a distance. So I'll just say to people that are watching this that you and I have actually never met before, and because of our cystic fibrosis, we will probably never actually be allowed to be in the same room together, which is sad, but thank goodness for technology. We can always jump on and have a chat like this, which is great, isn't it? So if I said to you, Miss Amarli, 7-year-old Amarli, if you were to give anybody some advice, now this is a tricky question, but if you were to give anybody some positive advice, what would you say to everybody watching?
I would say that you always just have to be safe and be happy and be very positive.
That is very good advice. Well, thank you so much for being a part of my little episode today. I hope that you've enjoyed chatting with me. I've enjoyed chatting with you. And I hope those watching, you've been able to learn a little bit more about CF and can be absolutely amazed by Amarli, and keep Amarli in your thoughts over the next week as she is in the last part of her hospital treatment. So thank you, Amarli.
Thank you.